So you have successfully created the batch Apex class. But sometimes there comes a requirement or there comes a situation in which you need to execute that batch class or that batch job every once in a while. Like sometimes you have to do it once in a week or on every Saturday, or sometimes you have to do it on the last of every month or on the first of every month, or sometimes you have to do it every quarter. Sometimes you have to do it daily morning at this particular time. So for that, we've got something else for you, and that is scheduling the batch job. And we can do that with the help of Salesforce, because Salesforce provides you a schedulable, Salesforce provide you Apex scheduler, with the help of which you can actually schedule the time at which this Apex class or this batch Apex class will get executed automatically. You'll not have to write down that code in the execute anonymous window or anywhere else. It will get executed automatically at that particular duration. So let's just do it. What are we waiting for? So the first thing that you need to do in order to make a batch Apex class schedulable is to implement schedulable interface on that batch Apex class. And how to do that? So we can implement multiple interfaces into a single class, right? So we have already implemented a database.batchable interface, and now we'll implement schedulable, right? We'll implement schedulable, and the moment we'll implement schedulable, there is a problem that we're gonna face, which is to like override, or which is to create a method in this particular class. And which method it is? Execute, right? Schedulable.execute, system.schedulable.execute. So we'll just create it like this. So we'll write down global void execute. So you must be thinking that there is already an execute method in this class. How we can create another method in execute class? So remember method overriding, or not overriding, method overloading, where the method name is same but the parameters are different. So the parameter for the first one, or for the execute method of database.batchable interface, is database.batchable context and the list. In this case, it will be schedulable context and whatever the name that you want to give. And now what you need to do in this method is you just need to write down the exact same code that you have written over here, just like this. You just have to copy that code. And what is this code? It's just creating an object of this particular class and executing it with the help of database.execute batch method, and just save this. It got saved. Now what you need to do is you just need to go to setup like this, and you need to use Apex scheduler in order to schedule it according to your frequency. Like let's say if I want to schedule this batch Apex class for every week, then in that case, first of all, I need to write down Apex, and I need to go to Apex classes. So from setup, you need to go to Apex classes, and in Apex classes, there is a functionality or there is a button that is coming up of scheduling Apex, if you can see. So I'll click on schedule Apex, and I'm gonna write the name weekly lead update, whatever I want to write it down, and then I'll need to select Apex class. So there are only two classes that are coming up: update lead batch and lead update batch. So I need update lead batch to get executed. And why there are only two classes coming up while I already have so many classes created? Because only these two classes implement schedulable interface. So that's what it is. And now if I want to execute it weekly or every Saturday, then I'll select the frequency as weekly, and I'll select Saturday. If I want it to be executed on Saturday as well as Wednesday, I'll select this. If I want to execute it on every day, I'll select all the days like this. So it's my choice. Or if I want to execute it on first of every month, on day 1 of every month, then I can do it like this. Or on first Sunday of every month, then I can do it like this. Whatever frequency you want to select, you can select it in here. So I'll save it as on day 1 of every month. Then start date and end date. So you need to set the dates, like from which date it should start and till which date it should run. So if you want to do it for a year, you can just set it like this. So like you want to start it from today and you want to run it till 23rd of June. So like it's 1 month only. I want to run it for a year. So I'll run it like this. I'm going to run it for a year, 23rd of June. I want to run it for a year, 2020. And preferred start time, I want to start it at 4 a.m. in the morning. And then I'll just save it. That's it. That's exactly how you need to schedule a batch job or schedule a batch job, whatever you call it, and a batch operation or a batch process. There is one thing that you need to note down while working, while scheduling the batch jobs. You can only have less than 100 concurrent batch jobs active at a particular time. You cannot have more than 100 batch jobs. So you need to think a lot before creating a batch job or before scheduling a batch job. Scheduling a batch job, not creating a batch job.